Hi everyone, welcome to another of our Facebook Lives. My name is Zoe Clark, I'm Self-Management Programme Officer here at NASS, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Susi Gaikwad, who is a Rheumatology Specialist Physiotherapist at Diana, Princess of Wales Hospital in Grimsby. Hi Susi, thank you for joining me today.
Hello Zoe, thanks for introducing me. Should I carry on?
I'll do a little intro to the session just to let people know what we're chatting about, and then I'll pretty much hand over to you. So today Susi is going to be leading us through a gentle therapeutic Tai Chi session. So we'll have a little bit of a chat first of all. Susi will tell us a bit about herself and about Tai Chi and how it can be helpful for people with Axial SpA. And then she'll lead the session live, and then I'll come back on and we'll do a Q&A at the end. So if you have any questions for Susi, please pop them in the comments box and I'll make sure that we ask them at the end. As always, the video will stay on our page afterwards, so you can catch up later and try the video out later. If you're unsure about Tai Chi, you can always watch the video through, check the exercises first, and then have a go at your own pace afterwards. So Susi, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and about Tai Chi?
Sure. Hello everybody, I'm Susi. I'm a chartered physio, as Zoe introduced me to you all. I work with musculoskeletal, mainly rheumatology conditions at the Northern Lincolnshire and Gould NHS Trust. After doing a weekend course with my guru, Ross Smith, I decided to use Tai Chi as therapeutic exercises with both patients and peer group. And before I start anything, I want to dedicate this session to my guru, Ross Smith, my amazing AStretch team, where I get all the inspirations from, Grimsby branch NASS group, who've been working with me Tai Chi for several years, and Sue Gordon for our peer support. So what is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is a defensive martial arts and originated from China. It's got several health benefits. Physically, it improves joint flexibility, muscle strength, posture, balance, coordination. Mentally, it helps one to improve one's mood, reduces the stress levels, and helps them to sleep better, so thereby improving one's mental as well as physical well-being. Tai Chi exercises are safe, not competitive at all, and one should practice what is comfortable within their capacity. My patients love the flowing movements of Tai Chi, as it's easier for them to carry out, enjoyable with music, and they feel the good, pain-free movements, effects on the body post-exercises. And both staff and patients have complimented that they slept better after my Tai Chi sessions. Tai Chi looks very easier, but it takes some time to learn, like learning to swim or to drive. Learn fewer, smaller movements and then rush not through those larger movements, which we can always learn later. Practice it several times using a memory. Memory is very important. Regular 20 to 30 minutes, twice a week or thrice a week, depending how busy you are, will make you familiar with Tai Chi movements and the forms. And in a few weeks' time, it gets you practicing anywhere, anytime. And also you'll be ready for some progression. Now there are 24 forms of Tai Chi. Qi Gong is the ancient, traditional, and most popular form of Tai Chi. Qi means life, breath, and energy, which is important for our life to live. And Gong means work and skill, which we do in everyday's life. So Qi Gong can have a powerful effect on your mind, body, and spirits. And it can be either practiced as a discipline on its own, or it can also be a perfect complement to your Tai Chi movements. A key point in Tai Chi, I would like to tell you a small secret why I choose Qi Gong. There are two main key points in Qi Gong. It's a relaxation and the deep breathing. I love both. Both of these promote the movement of Qi in the body by opening certain gates and stretching and twisting the energy channels. It brings about a deep strengthening effect for the whole body and its various systems. We got several systems in our body, don't we? Nervous, digestive, respiratory, musculoskeletal, hormonal, gynecological, etc. And it has an ability also to help in healing, both chronic and acute, whether it's illnesses or diseases or disorders. It's very helpful in healing. So I tend to use that for my patients with long-term conditions. Now, my patients with long-term conditions, most of them, they are in pain, obviously, and they don't tend to relax because of that. Qigong has a relaxing effect. So I use that relaxing effect on my patients to help them to worry less, fear less, and move and get the confidence to exercise with me. And along with this Qigong, I also think there are a couple of points which I want to talk about the general Tai Chi. The first one is the center. Now your center is here, yeah, where your tummy is, that's where it is. And that moves along with your arms. So if you move to your right, the base or the center moves towards the right. And towards the left, it moves. And if you go up, it goes up. If it goes down, it goes. Without that, it's not going to be free flowing. I hope you understand. It'll make sense when I start doing the practicals. The next thing is visualization. I can't do anything without visualization. I've got to take my patient somewhere. Imagine today, it's a cold afternoon. If I tell you we're going to take you to Cyprus, won't you like to come and join me? Of course you would. So I would say, let's go to Cyprus. Let's walk along the beach and throw that pebble out. And that's a good exercise for the shoulder. Without knowing, they will do it many times. The pebble is not reaching, and do with some breathing. That's perfect. And they do it. Honestly, they do. And I'm sure you'll do as well if you have some imagination. And I want to keep that with you. So these two things I practice along with it. Of course, the breathing. So altogether, this helps. I hope so far what I've spoken was easier to follow because I do talk fast. My colleagues, my family, everybody has said that I've talked too fast. So I've tried to slow down. But if you need anything, the question and answer session should help you out. Now, before we go to the practical session, I would like to tell you how to greet each other before starting a Tai Chi class. So if you hold a fist on your right hand, are everybody doing it? I'm watching you. It's for strength. And the fingers together on the left hand signifies friendship. The thumb bent slightly shows you humility. So you put the left hand on top of the right hand and take it to your chest, and you stand with your feet together and say hello. It signifies self-respect. After the greeting, we would be doing some warming up. So get those joints warmed up, getting the body prepared for the Tai Chi or the Qigong form. And we'll do some exercises, obviously. I hope I'll give you clear instructions. We got some music as well. And I'll be talking a slightly louder than normal, which I do in the class, because I tend to go slower and calmer with Tai Chi, because it's important. But with the music, I'm going to focus my voice a little bit louder so it could reach you. Okay. And we are going to do some cooling down after that. So, who's ready for some Tai Chi with me? Are you? Thank you, Zoe. And we're going to get Zoe to give you some special instructions before the practicals. Please do listen carefully to her.
Thank you, Susie. That was really interesting hearing all about Tai Chi and the benefits as well. I'm well and truly sold. And I love the visualizations you do as well. So I'm sure everyone joining in will find that as well. So I'll let you get set up. And just to anyone who's watching live who'd like to take part, please do wear loose, comfortable clothing and make sure the space around you is free from any trip hazards like rugs or any loose items. You can do all of these exercises sitting down if that's more comfortable for you, or you can do them standing up and see what's most comfortable for you. And do have a drink of water nearby, and if you are standing, have some comfortable trainers on just to keep your feet nice and supported. And do take a break anytime if you feel you need to. And as I said earlier, we'll keep the video on the page so you can always watch back at a later date and try it at a slower pace if that would suit you. So looking forward to the session. Do pop any questions or comments in the comments box, and I'll ask Susie at the Q&A session at the end. So Susie, I will leave you to lead the session and just let me know if you need me. Thank you.
Just starting the music. Okay, I hope I can start, Zoe.
Yes, start away.
Thank you. So you're all ready for some practicals? So let me greet you with the Tai Chi way of greeting. Hello, everybody. I would like to keep your arms down with your fingers spread on your center. And take a nice deep breath. Breathing in and out. While you're breathing in and out, I'm going to tell you something about Tai Chi as well. Tai Chi focuses on movements. It doesn't focus on breathing. But as a physiotherapist, I've learned to get my patients to breathe. When they breathe, they relax, and then they start moving. So that's why my sessions are more called therapeutic Tai Chi sessions. Okay, we're going to do some warm-ups when you're ready. As Zoe said, you can't do these exercises sitting or standing. Those of you who can stand, you can move around. Those of you sitting, you can march on the spot with your arm up and down. So I'm going to just drop my arms down, make a fist, and lift the alternate arms and legs. Smile, getting the jaws working and spreading the arms, breathing in and out. We're going to go in circle or an oblong circle, breathing in and out. Smiling, breathing in. Got a smaller room, you can go one more time. Loosening yourself. Getting those joints ready to exercise. And you come back. When you're ready, take a position. Just drop your arms down and start swaying. Start swaying. Make sure your feet are just on your hip or a shoulder width. Swaying. Getting the arms off the weight. Will feel like weightless when you do these movements. Keep breathing in and out. Enjoy. I'm going to keep each repetitions as 8 today. So the first 2 you will look at me and learn to copy. And you will start working with me at least 5 or 6 repetitions. So you're going to just rotate the arms out, both sides. And as you get the momentum, look at my feet going up and down. My heel going up and down. Both sides alternatively, breathing in and out. Don't forget the base. The base goes wherever the arms go. Really feel warmed. Ready to do some Tai Chi and Qi Gong. Okay. Bringing arms back to rest. And your arms back on where the center is. We're going to feel the center throughout, on and off. Try and take a nice deep breath. Breathing in, you open your fingers out. Breathe out, fingers closed. Breathing in and down. Breathing should be very natural, very easy. You don't have to force it. As you breathe in, the diaphragm works along with you. Keep going. Diaphragm is the main expirating muscle, and it gets its work done, improves the respiration. Beautiful. You breathe in, the diaphragm goes, and you breathe out, it goes and down. Goes up and down. Okay. We're going to get those arms to work. Get the arms to interlock, the palms to interlock. Bringing the arms closer, and you're going to rotate. Keep rotating. This is like oiling the joints. When you have arthritis, or if you're tending to have arthritis, or even if you don't have arthritis, these are very good to reduce the pain and stiffness. It's like moving the water, moving the chi energy, which is important for us. We don't want water to be stagnated, do you, in one place? So it wants the water to be freed up. So once you get the circulation improving, you feel the stiffness getting better. So lots of rotation. The elbow now comes in. Now, as if you're paddling. Nice movements. All these movements, what I'm going to do in the next few minutes, are going to be good for all the desktop users, computer users. Good for the thoracic spine, for the axial SpA people. Great. You're going to begin your shoulder work now. Shoulder and shoulder girdle comes in as if it's a rooster. You know the chicken wing we do? That's the movement I'm talking about. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. In and out. As if you're going to get all the energy and fly. We're going to stop that and keep the arms interlocted and move forward. Breathing in and exhaling. Breathing in. Out and in. So when you actually do these movements, I would like to get a small imagination. You're gathering up all the energy and bringing in, expanding, and then letting out. Breathing in, collecting the energy, and then relaxing. Breathing in and back. Breathing in. I'm sure you're all doing great and you're enjoying. Keep smiling, keep breathing. And getting that energy in, the chi energy going into your body. We're going to just change the exercise, keeping the palms interlocked to take it up. And those of you who can sit, can do it without squatting, go to a slump position. Those who are standing can go to a little bit of squat position. Come back. Stretching and breathing in and then coming down. Again. And you can't squat, it doesn't make a big difference, you don't have to. Breathing in and then down. Take it as high as possible and then down. High as possible. You might not be able to see my hands in the screen, I'm afraid, but never mind, you know where my arms are going. And again. Work out that shoulder work. It's great for the rib cage movements. And when you're ready, I want you to take your arms back if it's possible. If it doesn't matter, if you can't, you can carry on. Take your arms up and back. Again, it's great for the back muscles of your neck, as well as the thoracic spine. Great for the thoracic spine. It helps for all the desktop users and the mobile phone users. Stretches the thoracic spine and the cervical spine. Great. Breathing in and out. Now we're going to change the directions, keeping the arm up there. Would like to go down to your left. It doesn't make a big difference if you go on the right. Just stay there, breathing out, and then coming back, breathing in. And again, going to the other side, breathing out. Come back, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. As you go on, if you get more and more movements, go for the larger volumes. Going to stretch a little bit more each time, but only if you can do it. But keep trying. But don't forget the breathing. Okay. Breathe out and then come back in. Beautiful. This is going to open your spine as well as your ribs, allowing more air to enter into your lungs. So you get more fresh breath. The chi energy gets in. You're doing so well. And we're going to go to the next exercise now. We're going to bring the arms down to the center again to breathe in a bit. This gives you a little bit of rest, I suppose. Breathing in and out. We're going to drop your arms down gently by your side. Just make sure you just drop your arms down. Yeah, you don't have to really work too hard. And just try and raise your arms up and then down. Those of you in standing, you can do a little bit of squat if you can. And sitting people, you can do a little bit of slump and then raise up. Imagine you got a waterfall, a beautiful waterfall. And you're putting your arms through the water, feeling the pressure, and then coming down quick with the water. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Out. You can do with one arm. You can do with both arms. Feel free to try whichever you can. We're going to change the direction of the arms, moving out and then down. Imagine you're going up in the clouds. You're pushing the clouds out and down. The soft, flaky clouds. You're moving through them. You feel lighter. Getting all the energy through. Breathing in and out. Again, you can use one arm for this exercise. You can use both arms. Doing great. I sometimes say about breaststroke swimming as well. Those who are swimmers, you know what I mean? Okay, we're going to change the exercise now. We're going to imagine a small drum. And the drum is placed here. So you're going to actually roll the drum. 2 drums placed and you're rolling. It's a smaller drum for some people who got a bit of pain and discomfort. A moderate one for some of us who are having a better day, and a larger drum who's having a very good day. So whichever size you want, you can go. But it's going to work your pelvis and your arms and your shoulders. Those of you sitting, keep doing that as well with a slump and stretch. You're doing great. You breathe in and you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. You're going to gently change your left hand, left leg towards that direction, and your right slightly, and you're doing the movement again. A little bit of rotation, I suppose. I'm using a moderate one today. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, you're going to go to the other side. So slight rotation on the right one, and you're doing the same. Getting the rotation. Rotation is a fundamental, very functional movement in our body. We can't do anything without rotation. So it's good for you to do that movement. There's some weight transference happening, which I will do that in a few minutes time. So you're taking the weight off one leg to the other leg. And it's done automatic. You don't really need to know about it. It happens automatic. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. I'm going to change the direction. The next movement is going to be my favorite one, a ball of chi. It's full of energy. It's waiting to get into your system. This ball is there ready in your hands. Imagine a ball. And we call that as chi ball. And we're going to try and expand before we start using. So take your position, your feet with your shoulders and hip width. Try and expand it. Breathing in and bringing it back. Breathing in and back. Expand it horizontally. Trying to stretch before we start using it. Stretch it. And you can stretch a little bit more if you want, or you can stay there and stretch a smaller one, depending on your abilities. Breathing in and back. Breathing in and back. Breathing in, back. Now we're going to stretch the ball vertically, splitting the heaven and the earth, I call it. I learned from the gurus. Merging and pushing it. It's a great stretch for the thoracic spine. No movement below the waist. Pushing. Pushing. I hope you all are enjoying the session there. Can't hear you, can't see you, but I'm sure you're enjoying there. Keep breathing. Stretching. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Very good. The ball is almost ready for us to use. And I'm sure you're going to love using that chi ball. So you're going to have the ball here, and you're going to hold the ball and see whether you can transfer your weight to either side. Left, right, left, right. You're transferring the weight from the pelvis to the left, to the right. Gentle swaying movements. It costs no energy at all. I could do this for hours. Breathing in and out, belly go out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now you know the size of the ball already. If you imagined, you're all right to hold it, I suppose. And we're going to change the way we hold the ball slightly. So you're going to hold the ball like that and see whether we can rotate it. Rotate it, taking the weight on the right, taking the weight on the left. Rotate it. Quite a nice, comfortable exercise where you're doing a lot of work on your shoulders and your arms. And you're doing the weight transference without you knowing. Breathing in and out. In and out. It helps in muscle imbalance with my patients to tell them which is the dominant side, which is the less dominant side, how they have to work out the weak muscles. Which are the weak muscles? We're doing this. I'm dominant on my right. Okay. Now the ball is really, really warmed up. We're going to work on the ball to get some more energy levels. So you're going to have the ball there and you're going to transfer a little bit further and then come back further and rotate your arms and go. See my arms going down and up. Playing with the ball. Music definitely helps with this movement. The center moves along with my arms. Doing great. Now we got a partner who's behind and we're giving the ball, and then bringing him back, breathing in and out there, and then bringing it back and out. Breathing in and out. The flow becomes more easier as you know the movement. Great for the rotation. And when you're ready, you can move your heel up a little bit. Get used to that free-flowing movement. I love doing this. This ball is great to practice. It's not tired enough and it wants to give you more and more energy. We're just going to change the direction of the movement, asking the ball to get throw and then catch it and then throw, catch it. So you're breathing out while you throw, breathing in while you bring it back. Throw, breathing out, coming back. You can have a bit of squat if you can. There's no harm if you want to sit and then get up. More work. It all depends upon how comfortable you are. You're doing great. Okay, 2 more movements of these. I love doing this. It doesn't cost me much energy. And my patients love it. We have an imaginary ball thrown in a group. And it's amusing how they play with it. Okay, getting the ball back. And we're going to do some bouncing work. So having the ball here, we are trying to bounce it. So you're going to put the bouncing back and take it out. So bounce, a little bit of squat and getting up. Bounce. And obviously you can do this with one arm. There's no reason why you can't do it. But I like to get that 2 arms going. It helps you to understand the moving better. So breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out, bouncing and picking the ball up. Bouncing and picking. Bouncing and picking. Obviously, you'll do one arm and back and the other arm back if you're doing one arm. Okay. It's quite a nice exercise. Beautiful. And the ball has given us a lot of chi energy, and it's going back to the center and doing some breathing in and out. The next we are going to do is moving 1 foot forward, side, crosswise. So this way. And all I want you to do is thinking that you're going to push down and then raise up and come back. So push and then come back. So you're taking the weight on the front leg and then coming back on the back leg. Pushing, breathing in, and then coming back, breathing out. Push. Breathing. Great for weight transference, for this balance and proprioception. And again, keep doing that till you get that movement right. Taking the leg weight front to the back when you breathe out, breathe in, going forward. And we're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. So you're going to do 2 more of it, and then we'll continue on the opposite side. Ready for the opposite side? Again, push, come back, push, come back, push, breathing in and out. Don't forget that. Pushing your enemy, that's what I would call, and back off. Push the enemy and back off. Push the enemy and back off. Breathing in and out. And you can have a smaller push, smaller comeback, depending on how you can. And those who are sitting, you could do it still, taking the weight off from one cheek to the other. You're doing great. You feeling great there? I am really doing well here. And I'm feeling fine. I'm sure you're all feeling fine there. We're going to do a couple more and then finish it. Beautiful. While you're there, I'm going to give you one more. The Valentine's Day is approaching soon, so why not do something special for it? So if you do 1 step forward and think that you got a small heart, and then come back. Quite nice, isn't it? So you're going to go forward, making a small heart, and then come back. Or if you want to have a moderate size heart, you can. Or if you're too romantic, you can go for a big one because of your physical capacity. So a smaller heart, a moderate heart, and a big heart. And keep the breathing when you go in, breathe in and out when you come back. I'm doing extra 2 hearts here. Same thing with this one. 1 foot out, forward, a smaller heart, a moderate heart, and a bigger heart. You could do this, I suppose, quite a long time, can't you? Getting ready for that Valentine's Day soon. It makes my patients smile when I give all this imagination. They work better with me. But you're not going to go and tell my patients this. It's a secret. This is the last time you're doing, breathing in and out. We're going to go back into a very interesting exercise. I love this exercise. Ladies love watching in the mirror, so this is called a mirror exercise. You're using your right hand on your right eye, and the left hand stays in your chest. So all you do is a little bit wider stand, Yeah. And take the mirror along, taking the weight off your left, and then swapping the arm, and then doing that, taking the weight off your right. Then you take the mirror towards your right, take the weight back on your right leg. The left leg goes dead. No life there. And again, come back. And again, do this. Quite nice when you do a bit free flowing. I'm doing a bit slower. If you have the real mirror, I'm sure I will do more and more. But I haven't got two mirrors here with me. So you breathe in while you go out, and while you change arms, you breathe out and breathe in again. And breathe out, breathe in back. And if you have the good progression, you will be walking all around the room doing this. If you have got no risks of slipping or falling. Okay, you could change your arms now to have your arms that way, and you're going to say God and back, as if you're closing the curtain and opening them. Closing the curtain and opening them. Closing the curtain and opening them. Whichever example you want to take, you can. Closing. Opening. Breathing in, going out there. Breathing out, and then breathing in. So quite nice, free-flowing movements. The arms and legs are really nice working with us. And those of you who are tired, you can have a bit of break, like Zoe says. But continue, obviously. You can always look at her video. Have you done that? Great. I'm going to give you something else to do. Standing in the same position, take one arm up, the other arm down. So you do a wipe on, and you do a wipe off. Wipe on, wipe off. Wipe on, wipe off. See the weight transference going from one leg to the other leg. And you breathe in and breathe out there. Breathe in and breathe out. And the circle depends upon your capacity again. A smaller circle or a bigger circle. It depends upon your comfort zone. Breathing in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out. Well done. Breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. We're just going to go back to your center again, do a little bit of breathing, I suppose. Yeah. Before we do a little bit of work to finish off this exercise session. Now, those of you who are sitting or standing who can go bend, they can go up to the knees, they can, like I'm saying, spreading your feet again back to work. Right hand, right knee, left knee, out, and then back again. So we're going to do 3 of that. When you finish 3, you're going to go opposite. Now, those of you who can go all the way down, they can go all the way down and up. And then once they finish 3 circles, they can go again 3 circles, the anti-clockwise. So I'm going to start with anti-clockwise. Is that okay? So we're going to start with knee. Breathing in and out, causing a good rotation, helping the whole systems to work. Breathing in and out. Getting the chi circulated all over your body. That's the 3rd time. So we're going to go the other way. Breathing in and out. No rushy movements, very, very gentle. I'm going to go to the foot to finish off for people who can do. So we're going to go opposite. And when you finish the third one, wherever you are on the knee level or foot level, you can cross your arms and go up with a leap and then come back. Breathing in and then out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. I love doing this. Makes me to feel I'm leaping to the sky. And it doesn't matter where your sky is, within your chest level or the sky level. You do whatever you can do. Each time improving the movements if you can. And 7. And we're going to get you to finish with the push-in namaste, which is my favorite too. And then going back to your center. You finished the major exercises today. We're going to go to some cooling down. The cooling down is to shake off the remaining chi effects on the body. So it's like washing yourself. So if you wash your face around there, bring all the way, washing your body, going through your knees down, go back, and then come back all the way to your chest level, crisscross, go up, and then come back to your face. We're going to do 2 more. And we're going to bring your palms down as if you're pushing the palms down. Keep pushing and drop your head to one side and take a nice deep breath. Breathe in and out. And again. Drop your head, take a nice deep breath. Breathe in and out. Do 1 more. Breathe in and out. You feel the electrical bustling sensation in your hands. The chi sensation is going into your hands, circulating all over, powering your whole system, your physiology, the whole of physiology. And you want to keep that in your center and hold it. Breathe in and out. You come to the end of the practical session. Thank you for joining me. And I hope to join you in a much more progressive session in a few months' time. Bye for now.
Hi, Susie. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic session. We've got lots of people joining live and joining in. So we've had a few comments coming in, but I think based on the number of people watching, I think most people have been doing it live. So I'll allow people to get settled again and pop in their questions. I particularly loved the hearts that you added for the Valentine's. That was lovely.
That was a last minute talk. Yes, Valentine's Day is approaching. I've got to do something.
Yeah, nice. Lovers in the air. We've had one funny comment that Nicola said that her cat was joining in with her as well. So hopefully she'll be able to share a photo of that. So if you're happy to answer some questions, we've got a few coming in now.
Sure.
Loads and loads of people saying thank you as well. So lots of people enjoying that, and George particularly found it a really good workout as well. So Jane particularly asks, does it help if you do some of the movements faster or slower to increase the impact at all?
I think you should start with a slow mode, slow pace. Being slow is not going to make you feel that you're going down the line or something. I always tell my patients fast is just improving your.
Oh, it seems like the screen has frozen. I'll give that a few seconds to see whether, hopefully it's working on.
Could have covered this in 45 minutes. That would have been a good session. So feel go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. For Tai Chi.
I'm afraid our screen froze a little partway through that. Do you mind just repeating the end half of that? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Thanks.
Yeah. I was just trying to put the headset on, so it gives me better audio.
Ah, perfect.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
That's good. So what I was telling, is it Jane who asked the question? Yeah. Jane, slow and steady wins the race as per Tai Chi. So the slower you do, it's good. People always think slowing is giving up or giving in. No, it improves muscle endurance from physio language, but from Tai Chi, the slower you do, it's great because you're increasing the breathing rate as well. So you're improving the physiology. So it helps the cardiac output, it improves the respiratory vital capacity, so many things. So go slow, that'll be good. But if you're doing slow and you want to keep on increasing the session time, that's fine. You're still improving, aren't you, in a way? Yeah. I hope I answered it.
Yeah, that's really helpful. It's nice sort of knowing that you can change it by making the session longer if you want to make it sort of more physically intense, but keeping the slowness. I think, yeah, that's really nice. I imagine that's what sets Tai Chi and Qigong apart from a lot of different movements as well. So we have Jane also would like to know if you recommend any particular music. She liked the music you were using.
Now you asked me. I love music, but I got stuck one because we all get stuck to one music, don't we? This is the one I played for a long time, maybe 8 years or even 10 years. I've been playing the same music and I love it. I use that in the hospital. It's called Qigong music. So no wonder I like Qigong. And if you go into the YouTube, you go to Qigong, that's Susi's favorite. But there are lots of music there. If you download, there are 3 music quite popular on YouTube at the minute. But Qigong gives you a little bit of sleeping effect and the slow drilling movement. I love it. So go for it. And if you don't like it, you can always switch it on.
Nice.
Something
I
else.
imagine you never lose interest in the variety of things out on YouTube as well. It seems like we've got a bit of a cat Tai Chi session going on with Claire. Carla also did it with her daughters and their cat as well.
That's interesting.
Let's see. And Jeff's asking, when you're swaying, do both feet stay on the ground or do you tilt up onto the toes, so lifting the heels up? So I imagine that was the movement.
It depends on the exercise. It really depends on the exercise. As long as you keep the base, the center, along with the movement, and if your balance is good, then you try and lift the heel up. My balance is good so far, so I could do it. And I could go even leaping the whole leg up. So it depends upon how capable you are, how balanced you are, how stable your knee and hip and your ankle is. So it's very hard to answer that question because it comes as an individual one. So you seen me, I didn't lift my leg up because I didn't want you all to copy that, but I could take my leg off because I'm a bit balanced at the minute, but I can't tell you what I am in 20 years time. So we'll have to take it as it comes. So hope I answered the question. The answer is assess yourself and go on a good time, take that heel up, see whether you're not going to fall off. Use a chair to support and then do it, and then take the chair support, and then you run. It's like riding a bicycle, taking the stabilizers off.
Okay, perfect, thank you. I know Jeff's a yogi, so I imagine his balance is particularly good. So if we go straight to that advanced version. Okay, perfect. So I'll give everyone a few minutes just to pop any other questions in there. Jeff says thank you, that your answer was really helpful, and he said practice more is the answer. Definitely.
Welcome, Jeff.
And I imagine you're encouraging people to practice, as regular as they can.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got loads of comments coming in just saying how fantastic they found the session, and really relaxing as well, and enjoying the breathing with it as well.
Yes.
So it's been very well received. Oh, another question. Asking when's the next session. They've been recently diagnosed with AS and looking to keep their flexibility. So I think as long as you've enjoyed this session, we would love to have you back for a slightly more advanced session.
Definitely. I'm up for it, yes.
Perfect. We have you on camera now. And also he's asking, how many times do you have to do, I imagine they mean the whole Tai Chi session. They say, how many times do I have to do it and for how much duration should be? So I imagine the individual exercises possibly, and how long the total session should be.
As a physio, putting a physio hat on with my rheumatology patients, I use my 5 fingers, 5 times a day, 5 times each, but keep it very, very simple. But today I used 7 or sometimes 8. So the first 2-3 sessions, repetitions, you could actually see and learn the movement, because it's very hard to learn and do it at the same time. So the first 2 movements you would have learned, and then the next 5 you'd have done yourself. So you would have done 5 repetitions with all the exercises, but you don't have to do all the exercises. You can keep for upper limbs in the morning. Yeah, go for the trunk in the afternoon. In the evenings, you're much more better, so you can do the balance one and coordination ones. And the night before you go to sleep, do the Qigong music and get to sleep. So there are varieties of Tai Chi form there. But if you want to pick up from mine, I use 10, and I used the intensity as it went on. So you can use the ball exercise anytime. It's quite nice. If you're tired, you can do it in sitting, you can do it in standing, but don't throw too much higher when you're tired, because it makes you to do it. So the answer is keep it 5, at least till 5 repetitions to start off. Then you can slowly reduce to 3. That's what Tai Chi Bible says, 3 times a day, 3 times a week, but 30 minutes each. But if it depends on your capacity, your energy levels. So as for me, if you're asking me, I would tell my patients, do 3 times a day, 5 minutes each, if that makes sense. And then you can actually progress it to once a day of 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So 3 times a day. Looks like I'm prescribing exercises here. Shouldn't be. Do 5 minutes, get the practice of it. And once you learn it, you increase the times and then reduce the times you do it on a day. So this week, if you're doing 3 times and you got really well with it, and if you're having a good day and good week next week, I would go to twice and increase that to 10 minutes, and then stop at 20 minutes a day. Yeah, and slowly you will say, okay, I've done this, I can do any time, and go to 3 times a week. If that makes sense, because you're learning something new. I would do that when I learn something. I do that more and more to get used to it. That's what Tai Chi says. Get used to it, practice it, memorize it. Then you can do anytime, anywhere.
Perfect. And I think that goes alongside what we recommend for people with Axial SpA all the time. When you're trying something new physically, you can then just see how you respond to it, see how you feel, and as you say, manage your energy levels well as well. So that's a really nice way of just pacing it and building it up.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And Jeff would also like to know about the breathing, if there's a particular way that you do the breathing. So for example, you move on the out breath, or if there's a particular pattern to that at all.
That depends on the forms again. What I would say is if you move out, you're actually exhaling. Sometimes you breathe in, you're taking the energy. That's what Tai Chi says. But there are some exercises I would change because I'm a physio and I know it's very hard for a person to move out and exhale at the same time. I would say breathe in while you do it. This is my way. So I'm still learning Tai Chi, and I will answer it more in the next session when I get to more grasp about breathing more. I'm still I'm still a student in Tai Chi. I'm still learning about it. But what I've learned from Tai Chi is if you do not focus on breathing, it's good for you. Just do keep a normal breathing in and out while you're doing the movement. Okay. I tend to do breathe in and out while I do instructions because I'm a physio. But if you're doing purely as Tai Chi, and if you have Axial SpA, just think about your capacity, speak to your physio and say, is this how I should be doing? And they will go through that with you.
Oh, excellent, thank you.
So generally, I would say is keep the breathing soft in and out.
And Richard's also asking about if there are different levels of Tai Chi. I imagine there's a huge variety from what you said in the introduction. Do you know if there are any particular types that would then become more advanced or anything?
There are 24 forms, as I said before. Each form has got different discipline. So if you do Tai Chi alone, like Qigong, if I had to do only a discipline, I wouldn't be doing like this. And I don't want to do that. I want to learn something and see how I can adapt to my exercises because I'm a physiotherapist. As a patient side, you got to think, do you have to learn all those 24 forms? Are you going to become expert in Tai Chi? Or you just want Tai Chi basic principles and learn few things which is required by your body. So you want to learn to breathe, you want to relax, and then learn Qigong. Then you feel bored, then you can go to the next form. There are lots of YouTube channels saying that the different forms. And if you ask all the names, I wouldn't know because I haven't practiced that. That is the truth. But that's because I did 3, 4, and I selected Qigong because that was more adaptable for my exercises, because I don't call this as Tai Chi exercise. I call that as therapeutic Tai Chi exercises. I hope that I answered the question.
Yep, I believe it did. Yeah, that was really helpful. Richard does also ask, are there any to avoid if you're not so mobile or flexible? But I imagine from your answers so far, it is just, as you say, listening to your body and working going with what works for you.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, I've got my AStretch member, Jane Martindale, speaking to my mind now. Listen to the 4 Ps. So pacing, prioritizing, planning, and practicing. So keep that there and you will know what to do. It's fatigue management. So you got to think about how much energy levels. If you have enough sugar, you can bake a cake. If you don't, then don't. That's my way of saying, but there's no harm in trying a smaller amount. Yeah, use whatever you have, do it, and then move on. And if you don't, then you got to fill the needs. Say, for example, your energy levels is not there, then you got to find what is stopping you from getting that energy levels. That's a different story. You got to go to the therapist and get that to fill in. And then you can come back and do a good session.
Perfect. Yeah, we Jane's session on fatigue at the AStretch session, the Physio and Focus event, was fantastic. I'll pop a link in the comments to that video because we've got it on YouTube now. So yeah, anyone looking at pacing and their fatigue levels, then I'll pop the link in for everyone. And yeah, we've got a few more questions just asking about, obviously people are wanting to practice more and continue with this. So are there any particular online courses or YouTube channels or anything like that that you recommend, or is it a matter of finding what works for you?
The answer is, if you want to learn to become a Tai Chi educator, there are online courses there. So you can put in Google, it'll find out. Ross Smith, my guru, is still doing some courses. I'm not going and putting myself for every course because I really want to learn little and practice it, because this is a complement. It's a complementary therapy. It's additional to what I'm doing. It's not the main. I don't want to become a Tai Chi guru because there are people out there doing that job. Fantastic. I want to do my job. But for us, is that who asked the question? Sorry, the name?
We have a couple of people, so Lucinda and Eliza as well.
Eliza, what I would say is, if you want to become a Tai Chi instructor, go down the line and find out an online course, basic Tai Chi course, and you can do it. And then it'll help for yourself as well as you can teach for your family or friends. ask that educator to give you that title, whether you're allowed to teach. If you want to just learn Tai Chi, there's so many in YouTube. Pick up the ones according to age group. It's got seniors, it says, sorry, I'm not separating the age group, not being biased here, but it is there in the YouTube for children and adolescents and, you know, middle age or whatever it is. They really say it in a nice way, because as the age goes on, you get your body degenerated and you lose a bit of cognition and balance becomes the issue. So you'll have to really, again, see what you got, capacity, your energy levels, your fitness levels, your aerobic levels, and then your breathing capacity as well. Some of you may have a comorbidity like COPD or asthma. So breathing becomes a bit harder. So you don't want to be doing lots of breathing exercises along with it. It becomes too much for you. So this is why you need an individual therapist to help you with, to progress with it. So stick with whatever you want to do. You want to become a Tai Chi instructor, go down that route. If you want to learn Tai Chi, there's enough in the YouTube. And you can always go to a therapist and say, I downloaded this from the YouTube. I'm going through the exercises. Can you see if that is good for me to practice? And they'll help you. I help people. I just tell them, come back to me. I'm not telling you not to do it. Just come back and say to me. And I'll tell you whether it's easier for you to do or not, or you're capable of doing. I shouldn't say the word capable. It becomes very hard because you could be weaker one day, you could be stronger the next day. You could be really good with less stress, and then stress adds on the next day. You could be having a good day, next day you might have a fall. So good days and bad days, that's what I would call.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think just being able to adapt things depending on how you're feeling on the day, and not feeling pressured to think, oh, I did that exercise before, so I need to push myself to do it today. It's, yeah, really listening to your body and trying different things and seeing how they work each day. Okay, wonderful. I'll check if we've got any more comments coming through, but I think we've answered everything so far.
Good.
Lots and lots of comments just saying thank you. Everyone's really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's been a real hit. So I think especially, as you say, on a grey day like today, it's just perfect to have something that makes you feel more positive and gets you up and moving.
Yes.
Wonderful. So that's all the comments. We don't have any more coming in at the moment. So if we do get any extra comments, are you happy for me to pass them on to you?
Of course, yes.
And we can reply to everyone there. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Zoe.
Was there anything
Yes.
else you wanted to say before we sign off?
No, keep moving, keep doing Tai Chi. It's great because it takes less energy, and on a day like that, when you can't go out or you can't visit people, it's good to put some music on. I always like music and dance, so Tai Chi is a form of moving, so do it. And it's not going to give you any adverse effects, so why wait? Do more. Move. Moving is healthy.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to put my physio hat on, sorry. But thanks for all those who watched and given me comments and asked questions. And thanks, Zoe, for bringing this up in the virtual platform.
You're welcome.
And I hope it's going to benefit everybody who's watching.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your time on this. Really appreciate it. And look forward to our next session. I've just seen a lovely comment pop up, which is a lovely note to finish on. Rosemary says, really good session, feel better already. So that's wonderful to hear.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. You made my day.
Oh, you can go back and look at all the lovely comments now. So thanks again, and take care, everyone. And hopefully you'll join me next week. Next Wednesday, I'm running a session looking at creating a flare toolkit. So it's an action plan and a box of all practical things that can help you during an Axial SpA flare up. So keep an eye out for the adverts for that at the weekend. So thanks again, Susie. And I will end the live stream there. And take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.